donor car. I say opposite. You need to race it.
Is that a 350Z? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fab Town. Today I'm going to run you through some of the stuff that we have going on at the shop, and I'm going to let you in on what our projects are and what we have, just because I know there's a lot of new subscribers and maybe not everybody knows what all we have around here. So first off, we got my blue 03 350Z that I am currently working on because it has a misfire, so I have pulled off like the intake and the fuel rails and the coil packs and the spark plugs. But I actually have a FDF angle kit for this in the back of the Beamer. Now the 350Z is like a purely track kind of beater missile car. There's my FDF angle kit and some methanol. The other things we have going on are my Pro-Am S14. Now this thing is in the early stages of being fucking wicked. So we have it fully gutted and everything like that. I'm gonna do a cage in this and get it ready for Pro-Am. So that'll be pretty sick. Other things we have going on, the little Miata the Could. Lakers, the guy down in Salt Lake owns this now, and we are doing a 1JZ swap on this. And he actually has my old 1J out of my IS300. If you go back and look at some of the other videos, probably over there, you can see that car. I bought this 350Z at Copart, and originally we were gonna tube out the front and like turn this into another like kind of ratchet track missile car. However, now it has become the donor car for the Blue Z because it ended up needing a lot of shit, and it was just more convenient to come over here and can all that stuff than it was to go to the store and buy it. Next thing we have up is a LS1 swap Miata. This is owned by Garrett up in Boise, and we are going to go through and do a LS1, like I said, CDO9, 8.8 rear end, the whole deal. So that thing's going to be pretty sick. And then I'll take you into the shop. This is my E90 335 XI that I've put a lot of work in the last couple weeks. It is pretty sick. More Skids did a video on it. I'm sure you guys saw it. A lot of you guys are subscribers from them to me, so I'm sure you guys saw their video on this car, but it is pretty dope. Nothing's really going on with this right now. Possibly a tune in the future. Maybe make over 700. That would be pretty sick. Next up, we got, we got to clean the shop eventually. That's what we got to do. We have Quentin's S13 here, and we recently shot a video on doing this tube front and are redoing it because we did it originally and it was kind of a shit show. So we're going to be dropping his 1J back in here soon and kind of putting this thing back together the rest of the way. Last but not least is my old last year's drift car, my IS300, which is all torn apart right now. This trash can, which is extremely full. This is a project I have to take care of. But this thing is pretty sick. It's caged, and I made this like sweet dash for it. It's got a Nardi, you know, so it's pretty dank. And it did have my 1J in it that is now going in the little Miata the Could right over there. So once we get this thing kind of cleaned up, I want to redo some cage stuff, and then that's pretty much it. I did end up getting this bike. This isn't really something that I'll probably film a whole lot on, but it is going to be my like daily run around during the summer because it gets super nice here. This is the 1J that's going in the little Miata that could. So this is pretty sick. This motor with the injectors and everything on it and my turbo manifold and on AEM on 116 race fuel made 480 wheel horsepower. So this thing is pretty fucking savage. So that's going to be sick to see in a Miata. That's pretty much it for what we have going on around the shop. I say pretty much it. There's like a ton of stuff, But today, I'm gonna probably end up just finishing up my Z so that I have something to drift, you know, around possibly this weekend or something like that. Not to mention, I want to get it running well, so that I don't feel like shit throwing that FDF angle kit on there with a car that runs like crap. So I'm gonna get that running good. The donor White Z is gonna supply me with probably everything that I need. We figured out some fun shit on this one. So we did get this off Copart, and it had a boost gauge in it, and I was like, why the fuck does it have a boost gauge in it? It's like, there's no turbo shit on it, you know, it's NA. And then I started looking around on some of this, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's like a turbo oil drain return, right? And then up here, it's got a Goretti boost solenoid. And I was like, man, that'd be a lot of work to put those manifolds back on and, like, you know, revert this back to stock. And then I realized that the AC pulley is gone, and some of the mounting brackets to where a supercharger would have been are where, like, you know, missing. So I'm pretty sure this thing was supercharged at one point, and they were using probably an old style supercharger that uses the engine oil to, you know, oil it. Like the newer ones don't even mix the oils, they're all separate. So this thing might be, or might have been at one time, supercharged. However, we're just gonna rob it for all the shit. Hopefully it actually doesn't have different injectors in it, because I really need it to have OEM injectors, as weird as that sounds, for that, because I don't want to tune anything on that. So that's what I'm working on today. I'm gonna get this intake manifold off, coil packs off, spark plugs out, everything. I'm gonna get this all off, and I'm gonna swap it all over to the Blue Z. All right, while the camera was on the charger, I went ahead and put this all back together. It is good to go now. It must have had an ignition or fuel issue, and after swapping all the coil packs and all the spark plugs and all the injectors and resetting the throttle, which I didn't know was a thing. You have to, like, cycle the key 4 times in order to get the throttle to actually read again, which is fucking dumb, but electronic throttle, so yeah. But it runs, and it sounds mint, and I fucking skidded a little bit, and it's tits. So now we are good to go to start our next project and throw the angle kit on there. So that's fucking sick. And now the white car looks like not even really a car anymore, but fuck it. So, dope, creamy magic. Shit fucking works. And it runs like a top. So that's all I could really ask for. But on to the next thing. Prep for the angle mods. I have failed to update you on anything that I have done. Pretty much at all. Other than the fact that you guys know this thing's running now. But they have no idea it has a kit on it. I did the entire FDF kit. It actually took me a solid 3 hours. I broke some stuff. Some stuff didn't quite fit. I had to modify some stuff. But now, we are going to rip some shitties and see how fucked up the alignment is, because I know it's fucked up pretty bad. So
it'll be like drifting my Z for the first time.
Yeah, like just real
After
fucked
all
up.
the mods.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go check it out.
Wait for it to focus. Beautiful snow-capped mountains.
It's very fucked up. It wants to go all over the place. It has no idea what it's doing at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much angle.
This wants to do some weird shit.
Yeah, it wants to do crazy shit.
And it worked. bit of sliding was a little...
Problem is, either something loose, is very loose in the back, and the alignment's off in the front. And we can't remember if we welded the diff in this car.
Yeah, so, who knows?
There's a good chance that
I think it's
not
still
welded diff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not welded.
And therefore, in order to accommodate the new angle,
it needs the more slippies.
it needs more welding.
Welding.
So you turn it real hard, give it a bunch of angle, and it just opens right up.
Yeah, pretty sure it's not welded, because that was very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Show them the angle of the angle.
Oh, yeah. Alright. There it is. So there's the old kit down in there. So,
we may have found the wiggly problem. The hub has appears to have given up on life.
yeah, and there it is. Look at that.
And the diff is, the LSD in it is
Fucked.
it's shot. So that explains why when we went to full lock, it just
It was super shitty.
just opened up and didn't go anywhere. So yeah, first things first on the realist, and we're gonna throw some jack stands in and pull the diff and weld it, because I'm being a very, very productive guy today.
Very busy, very busy.
I'm very, very busy. The diff is in. It is welded. Time for test round 2. I won't have anybody to video, so I'll probably try and take it over to church and see if it'll do a little better than it did last time. So overall impressions, seems really good. I have to get used to the amount of angle that it has, because it never had anywhere near that much angle, pretty much all stock. So the ratio at which the wheel turns and how much a little adjustments affect it, I'm gonna have to get kind of used to. But other than that, it feels great. The car has a ton of grip, probably because it has 265 40s on there, and they are pretty grippy. So on this little skid pad, it wants to get moving, which is is good. It'll be good at a drift event. We won't be running something that big normally, but on this little skid pad, it's kind of sketchy, because you kind of get a little bit more wheel speed than you need, and then you're trying to like e-brake and trying to control it in drift. But I have to really get used to that amount of angle, which is, is awesome. I'm really stoked to try and push the limits of this thing, especially in its stock power form, which I don't have any plans of doing anything crazy with it. I'll probably just leave it stock and drive the shit out of it with some angle. So overall, I think pretty good day. Did a lot of stuff, the valve cover stuff, or the intake manifold stuff, the coil packs, spark plugs, injectors, diff, angle kit. Did a lot of good stuff. So I think I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Maybe we'll go do some mountain drifting or something like that. That'll be cool. Peace.
Sick being out.
Next time I see you, I'll make sure you see me leave. Next time I'll make sure it hurts you more than me. Next time, the next time different